Hello, West Kentucky Community and Technical College dual credit librarians. I hope you are having a great school year. My name is Amy Sullivan and I'm the Director of Library Services at Matheson Library at WKCTC. I am happy to be your liaison for all things library at West Kentucky. Here are a few quick reminders about how you can access library resources and services and assist your students who are taking dual credit classes through WKCTC. We have found that it is more likely that students who are needing research help will come to you as librarians with online research questions and using library databases. In order to gain access, you will need to fill out an affiliate request form. The email that I send with this video will give you the direct link to this form. So I encourage you to fill that out as soon as possible so you can gain access. This is what it looks like. It just has a few fields to fill out, and I will receive the message that you completed it and give you access for approximately 1 year. And then each year I will check with you around this time in the early fall to see if you still need that access or if someone else at your library needs that access. So let's go to our West Kentucky Library website. It's easy to get to. There are several ways. Sometimes the students will access the library website through Blackboard, but here is one of the most common ways. On the main website, westkentucky.kctcs.edu, under Quick Links, select Current Students, and then scroll down to, this is a picture of our building, where it says Library. This is our main library website. It contains a multitude of tutorials, databases, and library guides for all subject areas. I encourage you to explore our full website at your convenience to familiarize yourself with the resources and services that we do have. We won't go over all of these in this video. I'm going to highlight the important things and the most important and most accessed things that students run into. They are actually the first two tiles on our site, Databases A to Z and the Library Guides. So let's first go to the library guides. These are recommended resources in subject areas and programs across the college. I encourage students to look through all of these for any classes that they might be taking that are dual credit. They contain recommended videos, online database recommendations, books, articles, ebooks, videos in certain subject areas. And they all have the same type of format, just different sources, and they're monitored by our librarians all of the time. And as we get new sources in, we will highlight those and change those out. They do not feature everything we have on a certain topic, but just some recommended places to begin. We have used this platform to create a dual credit student resources guide. That is one of our subject areas, and that is what I want to show you today. Our dual credit student resources was created with feedback from dual credit students, faculty, and staff, and administrators on the most used and most accessed information for dual credit students and their needs. So we have some main information, we have all kinds of library information. There are menu items down the left side and across the top. Anything in blue goes to a separate page, so please check these out when you can. But they do include information on things that almost all of the dual credit students are involved in and things that they need, such as scholarships, including the community scholarship, the dual credit general page for the KCTCS system, our one book read information for our English students who all read this book, tutoring, that is one of the biggest things that are needed by students, including online tutoring called Brain Fuse. If you click on that, you will see things about our Student Success Center, all the classes that offer tutoring and all the things that they need. All of this is included in this one guide, and each of these menu items goes to a different page. They can even ask a librarian if they need help, and they can contact us directly. Any of the dual credit contacts that they need to reach, the head of our dual credit programs, the community scholarship program, our tutoring center coordinator, and our academic coaches and success coaches, library help, accessibilities, any help with English or math, all our deans, and all of this information for all of our students. Also included on this website are things on stress relief, videos on things that they might need. Any of these things are menu items, as I said. Another important menu item, going back to the main library page, would be our A to Z databases. Databases A to Z. This is also an alphabetical listing of all the databases that we do have, from EBSCOhost to Gale to ProQuest. These are some of the most common that we recommend over here on the right. A little video about why databases are important, because sometimes our students don't understand why they are. But if they have access to these free databases through the dual credit platform at West Kentucky, they already have a leg up by researching online and knowing how to find those peer-reviewed scholarly sources that they will need for their papers and projects. All of these are alphabetically listed, but you can also click at the top for a certain alphabetical title. You can also do a subject search. So if you're looking for things with art, business, chemistry, all of these things are highlighted here, and you can start with those databases. Links to recommended databases are included on those library guides that I mentioned previously, and they can find them there as well. This was very brief information, but I wanted to make sure you knew at least some of the main things that we run into. Something also that we run into a lot is students will forget their login information, and if they have forgotten that, they can reset their password, and they can do that by going to back on the main website for West Kentucky. Back under that quick links, current students, one of the tiles is user account center. This is where they would go to set up their profiles originally, but if they have forgotten their passwords, they can reset their passwords here. So they would go to this page to do that, but if they still have problems with that, or any kind of IT problems or connections to our website and logging in, they would contact Clay Reichert, the Director of Information Technology here at West Kentucky, and this is his contact information. Thank you for watching this video. Here again is my contact information. We appreciate everything that you do showing students how to use our library resources to help them succeed throughout their time at WKCTC and throughout their college journey. Please feel free to reach out anytime. I'm happy to do some one-on-one tutoring, I guess you could say, for you all, going through databases, answering questions about anything that we offer. And please do go review our full website when you get an opportunity. Thank you again.